In this section, we're going to look back again at the workbook. Now, the workbook format is exactly the same as the other two books we've thought about. So addition using number bonds in chapter 2, page 61. Let's find that. And this is the book that the children will have themselves and will write in. So they give an example section. Here's 1 and here's 3. 1 and 3 are the parts, 4 is the whole. Then they get one exactly the same, and then they get one that's just slightly varied. So they're using fruit, different fruit again. And this is an aspect that we're going to talk about in another section on variation. Now, in the teacher book, it tells which pages go with which section. So when you're planning a lesson, have a look through and make sure you know which workbook pages you want children to do. You notice again, there's more variation here, different colors of dots. They've even got a 0 here, which is an excellent idea. And now number bonds using various creatures. So that was the first section. You'll notice it differs slightly when we get to here. So on the next page, 65, I could split my drums into 4 and 2. 4 and 2. But I could also split my drums into 3 and 3. And so this is a really important idea that children need to understand. They can choose how to split. And in fact, there's a challenge which we'll come on to in a moment, but you can see more musical instruments. And so when you're planning your lesson, simply go through the relevant pages, have a look, see which ones you think you'd like them to do, and have those ready. One thing you may wonder about the workbook is, when is it best to introduce it? And there are a number of options, but perhaps more importantly than that is why? Well, it's encouraging children to work independently. The work in their workbook is their own. And also it gives you, the teacher, a chance to really assess carefully what they can do and what they still need help with. In Singapore, teachers typically split their maths lessons so that they'll do a little bit of work, then they'll go out. While they go out, the teacher or the teaching assistant will have a look and see who seems to have got it and is ready to move on, and who needs a little bit more practice. Of course, practice is important. Practice doesn't make perfect, but it does make permanent. So it's really crucial that they are practicing correctly. Not to say that these are the only questions you can give children, of course. You can make up your own, you can develop these questions, you can go ask them to think more deeply, or you can use some online resources from the teacher presentation kit. So the workbook is very much designed as a practice tool, as an assessment tool, and as a chance for children to show you what they can do.